Remember Velma? We had a lot of fun with that show. And it looks like we're going to get a season 2 for some reason. There's really been no official announcement on that either, by the way. But it is apparently coming. And I will be ready for when it finally drops. Just like the audience score finally dropped from 8 to 7. I still think that's a little too high. Critics didn't like it either. Sitting at 40% for them. Nobody liked this show. It's an awful show that nobody asked for. It really is. But guess what? We're getting another show that takes an old property and changes it to an adult comedy. Another thing nobody asked for. A Flintstones sequel series starring Elizabeth Banks as an adult Pebbles. Wow. Something nobody wanted. Nobody wants this, but it's coming. And yes, Elizabeth Banks is in charge of it. That's the same person who don't ever forget, blames men all the time for her failures. She had a win recently with the Cocaine Bear movie. That movie did pretty good. I think it made money, but it's not a hard sell. It's a comedy about a bear hopped up on yayo. I mean, most people knew that what they were getting with that movie. I saw it. It was okay. I actually didn't hate it, but it was kind of a strange movie. A lot of it was kind of a miss. There were some funny parts in it, but for the most part, the only reason I rooted for that movie is because it helped tank down Ant-Man. And Marvel, Disney, taking an L to a movie about a bear hopped up on cocaine. I think that's a funny story. But she's getting this show that nobody asked for. Nobody wants this. I guarantee you this is going to be a pile of shit, just like Velma. Who wanted this? Did anybody want this? It's going to be feminist Pebbles, too. I guarantee it. It's going to be little feminist Pebbles running around fighting the patriarchy. Nobody wants this. So let's take a look at what they have to say here. The Flintstones are returning to television, but reminiscent of how we're currently living in an era of legacy sequels and continuations of classic movies and TV shows, the Flintstones reboot will be a sequel series. Back in 2021, it was reported that there were plans to develop a new animated series dubbed Bedrock, with Elizabeth Banks voicing an older Pebbles Flintstone. So that's what we're on now. And I do remember them talking about that back in 2021. And then it kind of just went away. Nobody was talking about it anymore. Nobody was saying anything about it anymore. And now all of a sudden it's popped back up. You want to know why that is? And here's my guess on that. This is just coming out. I think this article is from like 4 days ago. So here's what I think happened. They had some plans for it. She was kind of in a rocky patch at one point with her Charlie Angels flop and stuff like that. So I think they said, we'll get back to you. Cocaine Bear does good. They got back to her. So the success of that movie got her this series. New details have also been revealed on who the other voice cast members are alongside Banks. You got Stephen Root and a couple of other people. I don't know really who any of these people are, to be honest. Let's get into the description. A Bedrock is described as an adult animated comedy series. It will continue the story of the Flintstone family about 2 decades after the events of the original cartoon show. Per the report, the reboot will pick up with Fred on the brink of retirement and 20-something Pebbles embarking on her own career as the Stone Age gives way to a shiny, enlightened, new Bronze Age. The residents of Bedrock will find this evolution harder than a swing from a Bam Bam's club. So that's where we're at now. Guarantee you, This is going to be about feminist Pebbles in a man's world, taking down the patriarchy, going to college, or all this shit. No, she's going to a career. So, yeah, her and patriarchy or something like that. I don't think Elizabeth Banks can resist it. And here's what that's going to have. Humor nobody likes or wants. Nobody's going to care about this. It's going to be a dramatic flop, and we're going to laugh at it. It's going to be Velma 2.0. That's what this is. Velma 2.0. You would think that these companies would learn from this bullshit, but they never do. They keep putting the same garbage out, and we keep laughing at it. So keep doing it, Hollywood. Keep doing it. This is going to flop. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants an adult version of a kid's show. Leave it alone. Stop. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.